Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a Gryffindor inspired makeup tutorial with the crimson and the gold. I'm going to do the other three houses as well and I'm so excited. I've seriously been wanting to do this forever. Anyway, let me know what house you're in the comments below and let's get into the look. So we're going to start with the eyes, and as always I'm priming with the Kat Von D Lock-It Cream Concealer, and then I'm just moving on to my brows really quickly before I start with the eyeshadow. I'm using my Smith Cosmetics 203 Micro Angled Liner Brush, which is my favorite, and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the color Taupe. So I'm taking this bright red from the Suva Beauty Cupcakes and Monsters palette. It's called Bloody Mary. And I'm taking this on a Smith 230 brush, and I'm just blending this throughout the crease. And let's just ignore that eyeshadow that I got in my wig. I still haven't been able to get that out. Anyway, I'm also extending the end of it past my crease and winging it up just really slightly to give my eyes a kind of dramatic, elongated effect when I'm all done with the makeup. And as you can see, I've switched to a larger, clean blending brush. This is the Smith 232, and I'm just going to use this to diffuse the red a bit. I'm going back in with a touch more eyeshadow on the 230, and I'm just adding it to the lower portion of the crease to brighten it up a bit more. This look is honestly just a lot of going back and forth with blending and adding more color and then blending again. Taking this darker burgundy color, this is Bitten from Makeup Geek, and I'm using that same brush and just applying this directly over the top of Bloody Mary to darken up the crease. I decided to switch to a smaller blending brush, actually. This is the Cosette S185. I really like this one for blending color smack dab in the socket area of the crease. And then once again, just taking Bloody Mary and blending it over the top to add a little bit more brightness on top of that darkness. So for the lid, I'm using the Lit Cosmetics Liquid Metal in Addicted with Silver Flake. That's a mouthful. I also used this in the Golden Goddess makeup video I just uploaded recently. I was actually only going to upload one of these videos, but I took a poll on Twitter to see which one you guys would rather see, and it got a 50-50 tie, so I decided to upload both. Anyways, I'm just applying this with a flat Lit Cosmetics brush and the Lit Clearly Liquid Glitter Base, and I'm applying it all over the lid and also taking it up to the crease and kind of carving it out into a cut crease look, following the base of that red eyeshadow in the crease. Also, I saved my foundation for last because it's almost impossible to avoid fallout when you're using a glittery product like this. Once I have the lid on, I'm taking a bit more of Bitten on a short stubby brush and I'm just applying it right above the gold to darken up that area to make the crease more gradient. So for liner, I'm just doing a simple wing, and I'm using a liquid liner by The Balm. I've found that liquid liners go on a lot more smoothly over the top of glitter, rather than like felt tip liquid liners do. They don't really go on bumpy or get too messy over the product, which is nice. Before I apply falsies, I'm going to apply a quick coat of the Kat Von D Immortal Lash Mascara, and then the lashes I'm wearing are the Feline Style by House of Lashes. Not gonna lie, I mainly chose these because of the name, it just fits so well. And then for foundation, I'm mixing the Kat Von D Lock-It in the shade 42 and 45, and I'm applying this with the Smith Cosmetics 115 foundation brush. I like to work in sections since this foundation is really full coverage, and it can kind of be hard to blend out if you let it sit in a certain area for too long. I have no idea why, but for some reason I lost the footage of myself applying concealer. Sorry guys. Anyways, I just used the Kat Von D Lock-It Cream Concealer in L5 under my eyes and set it with a translucent setting powder. Anyways, moving back to the eyes, I'm taking Bitten underneath my lower lash line. I'm just blending it out about 2/3 towards the inner corner of my eye, and then when I get to the inner corner, I'm going to switch to that Smith 203 angled liner brush. And I'm going to use this to create that slightly downward turned line that makes the eyes look a bit bigger and more cat-like. Then I'm taking Bloody Mary on the S185, and I'm just blending everything out a bit more, and then applying a quick coat of mascara. Going into the NYX Strobe of Genius palette, I'm taking a mix of these two highlights and using them to highlight the inner corners of my eyes with a pencil brush. Moving back to the face, I'm going to take my sadly broken NYX Taupe, and I'm going to use that to contour it with the Smith 112 bronzer brush. I'm mostly focusing on sculpting out my cheekbones, but I'm also bringing it up across my hairline, being careful not to get any more product on my wig than there already is. I'm just going in with that lightest highlight shade in the palette, and I'm using this on a Duo Fiber Real Techniques brush, and I'm just highlighting my cheekbones, my nose bridge, a tiny bit on the tip, and then my Cupid's bow. So this is the Becca Luminous Blush in the color Dahlia. I know it looks super dark, but I'm just taking the teeniest amount on this big fluffy brush, and I'm applying it from the temple area and blending it down towards the apples of my cheeks. I want the boldest color to be back towards the temples and fade towards the cheek, so it's not super strong looking, but honestly, I wanted it to be a bit more bright than my usual blush because this isn't necessarily a natural look. So I wanted to give you guys two lip options. So the first one is Bel Air by Ofra. It's a light nude that goes really well with the darker eyes, but if you want to match the eyes with a dramatic lip, you can go in with a darker color. For the second option, I'm using Raven by Le Splash. This really isn't my favorite formula. I feel like it's super drying and I really don't wear these for more than like an hour, but I felt like the dark crimson was like the perfect Gryffindor color. Alright guys, so that's it for the Gryffindor inspired makeup tutorial. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know which lip you'd wear in this look and what house you're in, which one you want to see next, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!